Welcome back to more of Let's Play Sonic Adventure DX. This is ToadinWonderland. I hope everyone's having a very merry birthday today. Unless it really is your birthday, then what business do you have having a birthday today anyway? If it is your birthday, wait till tomorrow till you watch this. By the way, there was a quick emblem I wanted to show that you can grab. It's best to get it with Tails. I believe you can get it with Knuckles too. And for some reason I had to reopen the doors to Casinopolis, but that's no big deal. Since this is an action stage, and we're playing as Tails, we get thrown in the garbage. Pretty much, we don't even really get to see too much of the casino itself. We just get thrown into the garbage because Tails' stages are pretty much races, as I've already emphasized in the last video. I'm going to try to get as much of this recorded as I can, get this stuff put out there, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And, okay, I guess you're going to take all the goodies away from me. At least we got one box.
See you later, Tails.
I feel like this stage has its limitations because there really isn't too many good opportunities to get ahead of Sonic. It's actually not that long of a stage either, if you couldn't tell. Somehow we are ahead of him. I don't remember exactly what Sonic does here, if he takes a different route or what. But that's one of the few opportunities you can get ahead of him. And wow, failed. Right off the bat. Let's just get right on it, shall we? More fail. Why is there... Do you see this? There's 3 shields in a row. And zippity-doo-dah, there's the emerald. Okay, so you put 3 shields right at the end of the stage, in a row, and the goal is just right in front of that spot. Unbelievable.
That wasn't too bad.
Well, whatever works, I guess. Yeah, that was a pretty poor, pathetic excuse of an action stage for Tails. In my opinion, that really wasn't trying it. We have the ice crystal there. I'm actually going to try something, though. I might take the ice crystal with me, just in case I can't do something correctly about the show for the next action stage. We can pretty much go right to the next action stage. If you couldn't tell, I mean, this is the same cutscene as what it was with Sonic. They get gassed, drugged, whatever the case might be. Nighty-night, ha 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 ha. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tails definitely looks drugged up right there in that scene. But yeah, we're gonna head to the third action stage pretty much as soon as this cutscene ends here. After they've woken up from their little snooze. And get moving on at least.
Sonic, what happened to the Chaos
Don't you remember
Emerald?
anything that happened at all?
Eggman
Yeah, exactly,
got one of
Eggman.
them. But the other one,
Oh, that's right, he only gets
He
1.
must be getting desperate.
Now the
Because at
emerald
this
count is
point,
2-1 and
they
Eggman's
still have 1
winning.
emerald, but Eggman's
Let's
got
get a
2.
move on.
And if we're playing as another character, real quick, here's Cream the Rabbit. If we're playing as another character, you get to find out what Eggman does with that second emerald. But since we're not playing as a different character, we're not going to be able to see that part of the story. It's actually, I'll go ahead and say a little bit about it. It's actually one of the tougher boss fights of the game, in my opinion, which seems odd. Involving the Chaos Emeralds, if you can figure out, of course, it's one of the Chaos. How do I want to describe it? I'm kind of drawing a blank here. It's one of the Chaos transformations. There we go. We'll go with that. Anyway, the mountain finally crumbles open. I've been doing a little bit of studying and research on the glitches that can be done on this game. Turns out you can get in some action stages as other characters. I mentioned about Emerald Coast. You can get in there with Tails, but it's kind of useless because when I looked it up, it pretty much said that there's really no point to it because as soon as you get into the action stage, you can play the first half of it, but when you reach the second leg, the game freezes. So it's kind of pointless for Tails to bother even getting in. Anyway, we're gonna like fly right here into the corner, and as you can see, the screen kind of spazzes out here, and I'm going to die. Oh god. Didn't go so well, did it? I might leave that in anyway. This is a bit of a sticky situation for me, though. Okay, I am back, everyone. The key is floating. Since we couldn't glitch through the door, we will have to do it the normal way. And speaking of glitches, Tails is getting caught on everything in his path. Tails is the most broken character on this game, but I still cannot figure out how some of these tricks and glitches work for the life of me. Oh well, it was worth trying at least. And it's going to be a snowboarding race. No surprise with the race aspect, huh? I remember this was actually the demo when I went to play this game at, I think it was Target, or Target, how you like to pronounce the name of that store, when they had the Sega Dreamcast out. And to my knowledge, that is the only time I've ever played the Dreamcast version of this game, is the store demo. I think I may have talked about this before. And it was a demo, so I don't remember, like, I think you possibly did play the whole game, but it was like a store demo version of it. Fun fact, I'll go ahead and quickly mention this, if you have store demo version of the game, consider yourself lucky, because they're the rarest editions of games you can possibly get. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, who would buy store demo over retail version? But no, what happens is some stores don't always return the store demo versions, so someone, at some point, at some time, has those, and they even sell them, so it can get pricey though. That's a fair warning I'll give you, because obviously they're rare. Oh, I thought that was Sonic passing me for a second. I'm like, how in the heck did he catch up in front of me? But no, it was just those planes going by. I do like the snowboarding section. I don't know why, but for some reason I like playing the Tails version over Sonic's. I don't know, I guess maybe it just feels more engaging since it's like a race to beat Sonic to the bottom. I don't know. It's not that hard of a race. I mean, yeah, Sonic's pretty much right on my tail, but we've got this. He's not going to get in front of us. And we can use the ramps to our advantage too, that's always nice. Yeah, look at this. We got this in the bag. No worries. And there's our emeralds. We won. And Sonic actually will come by here pretty shortly if the results screen doesn't go away too fast. Sonic, you were too slow. We didn't even get to see Sonic coming down the slope. Oh well. It's not that important, but I just kind of find it funny when you actually see Sonic coming up. It's like, yeah, we beat you somehow. I'm probably going to keep going. I'm not sure where I'll be splitting the videos. I guess it just depends, really, at what point of the recording seems appropriate to cut it. I mean, obviously, I have to figure this out all the time naturally. But this is a game that could be hard to figure out where to split videos. Just because there's actually multiple story points or places where like a cutscene begins or a cutscene ends that you can choose from to kind of like stop to split the video. Speaking of which, here we have Knuckles. Again, as with Sonic's case, it's pretty much the same exact cutscene. It's just now the role's been carried over to Tails and the dialogue's been slightly changed with the wording. But it's still the same premise. Nothing different at all.
No way, Knuckles.
Aside from minor cosmetic changes. And yeah, Tails can take on Knuckles, apparently. I remember I couldn't even like figure out what was up with that counter. Boy, I hate using Tails for this, actually. I just remembered that. Because all he has is this stupid tail whip attack. Tails use tail whip. It's super effective. Except not really, because Knuckles is kind of beating the crap out of me. Oh good, there's more rings. That is so good. Okay, hit him! I said hit him! I guess we could hit him with this. Yeah, there we go. See, that's more effective than your freaking tail whip. What the crap? Tails, really?
Whoa! Oh no, the emeralds!
And there you go, you doofs. You lost the emeralds to Robotnik. I mean, Bobblehead Man. Is he gonna bob his head? Well, he's kind of shaking it like a bobblehead. But he's got the emeralds, oh no. There he is, Bobblehead. I love that about him. I'm still, to this day, looking for... I'm serious about this. I'm still looking for a Dr. Robotnik Eggman bobblehead doll. I just think that is the funniest thing in the world I've ever seen. And that would be cool to have, because I'm amused by that. Call me crazy, but I like it.
Don't you realize when you've been tricked?
Yeah, doy. Tricked.
Way to go, knucklehead.
Yeah, Knuckles is a hard head. He's one who doesn't admit his mistakes very easily.
I
summon chaos. I'm not sure why I'm reading along with him, honestly. Again, I brought this up in an earlier video. I'm having trouble actually hearing part of the game audio because one side of my headset is cutting out quite frequently. It's really annoying the crap out of me. Oh no, it's changing again. See, like that. I couldn't hear Tails say that at all. So, if I read that along with Tails, I apologize. It's just instinct. And that's another thing, too. I'm used to like games like Zelda, where it's like a text blurb, but they're not actually speaking it. I'm used to that as well, to like read along with the dialogue. Unless it's the Japanese version, then I don't know what the crap I'm reading. I mean, I would get the general story because, you know, I played the Zelda games to death. I pretty much know what's going on in all of them. Story-wise, that is. But, like I said, you know, they don't speak. It just has text blurbs of what they're actually saying. But in the case of the Japanese version, as I said, you know, it doesn't matter too much because I can't read it. So, I can't read along with something you can't interpret, obviously. Well, you could interpret it, just theoretically don't know exactly what it's saying, like word to word. I kind of figured out, like, just at the time, or like if you look at the sentences carefully, like in the Japanese text, I can kind of narrow down like what character means what word. To some extent. It's not that great though, and it's really biased. Because I'm only basing it on memory as well. It's not like I have a translator sitting right in front of me to tell me every single word that's being shown on the screen. Anyway, I don't know how that has anything to do with this game. I mean, funny enough, if you got the Japanese version of this particular game, it'd be kind of pointless, because I showed in like the first video, there's already options where you can change both the voice and the subtitles to Japanese if you desire. So, like I said, you know, it'd be really pointless to get the Japanese version of this game. Unless there was something exclusive about it, like maybe glitch-wise that I don't know about. Again, I haven't really done my, like, full research. I've only looked into a few things that I could find. Again, most of the glitches that are on here is basically just stuff that characters can manipulate to enter action stages that they shouldn't be entering. Which is kind of cool, I guess, but it's kind of pointless at the same time if they can't complete the stages. It's not even just the case with Tails. Another character that can actually get into Emerald Coast is Amy. So, again, though, with the case of Tails, it's pointless for her to be there because the game freezes as soon as you reach the second half of the stage. Looking back at Robotnik here, how have I not made a single Pingus joke at all? That's impressive, actually, for me, because anytime I see Robotnik, I think of that right away. I mean, yeah, it's half perverted, half funny. I mean, with my commentary, maybe it would be spruced up if I said penis or pingus, like, every 5 seconds, but, you know, everyone has a preference with the commentary style they like listening to.
I have some unfinished business to take care of.
But yeah.
No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of
And
everything
Sonic's
here.
eyebrows wiggling again. That hasn't changed at all either. Much like Bobblehead Robotnik. Oh, and real quick, if you would not have completed, what am I trying to say? If you wouldn't have unlocked Knuckles with Sonic, you would have unlocked him here with Tails instead. So you can actually unlock other characters without even completing Sonic's story if you complete someone else's first.
Sonic, wait here for a second.
But yeah, here we have a slightly different cutscene because we're seeing it from Tails' perspective of Sonic and Tails getting onto the tornado to chase after Dr. Robotnik on his egg carrier. Come to think of it, I haven't gotten an upgrade for Tails yet. There's two that I'm aware of. There's a jet anklet and a rhythm badge, I believe is the other one. Which the rhythm badge is kinda, I'll emphasize that word again, kind of pointless. Because all it really does is let you do the tail whip attack continuously.